Welcome to Milbrook, the home of the 1999 SMMT Day. Now, normally Milbrook isn't open to the likes of you and me. It's where the manufacturers come to do all their secret testing. In fact, this place has more secrets than Bill Clinton's dictaphone. But today, the Society of Motor Manufacturers have opened it up so that we can go in and play with some of their cars. Am I excited? Am I looking forward to it? Do I want to get in there? Just a bit. First choice, who can resist the new fast Ford Mondeo ST200? Can't wait to get behind the wheel. But who needs a faster Ford? Surely the Mondeo ST24 is fast enough. Not so. With this one you get some fancy graphics, carbon fibre gear knob, and apparently it goes very fast, but more about that in a second. So why ST200? Well, under the bonnet of this thing is a tweaked 2.5 litre 24 valve V6 offering 200 brake horsepower. That should be ample for what we want to do today, but let's just give it a go anyway, shall we? Sounds good. Feels pretty good, but why have Ford bothered when the ST24 was perfectly good enough for most people? Well, at the end of last year, the unthinkable happened. In a What Car group test, the Mondeo got beaten by a Vectra. Not just any old Vectra, mind, it was the GSI, the hottest Vectra of the lot. So the people at Dagenham couldn't have that. They went back to the drawing board, and out came the ST200. If your heart desires, you can order one of these right now. You've got to get £23,000 in your bank account first, but for my money, it's well worth considering. Initial impressions are very, very good. What you get for your £23,000 are some wonderful sports seats, some lovely mock carbon fibre dashboard material, the slickest gear change you'll ever come across, natty 7-inch wheels, Ford racing blue metallic paint, all designed to give you that particular touring car feel. As well as tweaking under the bonnet, Ford's boffins have been tickling the suspension as well, so while the ride is still pretty compliant, the handling is much improved. Grip is superb, 17-inch wheels help, and there's traction control should you put the power down just a little too hard. 23 grand's a lot of money for a Mondeo, but wow, what a Mondeo. What I really want to know though is why are all these manufacturers letting us come here and have so much fun? I mean, seriously evaluating vehicles obviously, but here's the man who can tell us.
Well, quite simply, it's the hands-on motor show for the media, for motoring journalists, and there's around 200 journalists who are here today driving products that perhaps they wouldn't normally get the opportunity to, and you can see the full range of vehicles that are on sale or just about to go on sale for the media to write about first.
And we've got some cracking cars to choose from out there. It's going to be very difficult for me to choose which ones to go for, but as we're heading for the new millennium, what are customers going to be looking for and getting out of their cars?
Well, I think what you will see in some of the really new products that are out there today, you see the Jaguar S-Type, for example, the Rover 75. There, for example, is some great new technology. It's lighter weight in the body, it's stronger, safer, and more environmentally friendly, and those are really the key drivers as we head to the new millennium. You can see it on the products that are just around the corner.
Let's see if Al's right. This is the unmistakable look of the Rover 75, one of the cars for the next millennium. The interior is a real case of old meets new. It's wonderful styling cues harking back to Rovers of old. And you've got things that are bang up to date. You can even get this car with satellite navigation and a telly inside if you so desire. This car is competing in a highly competitive market. It's up against such luminaries as the BMW 3 Series, the Alfa Romeo 156 and the Audi A4. But what we absolutely adore about this Rover 75 is it offers you something different. All those cars are very sporty, and this is more refined, more laid back, more genteel. It's nice to have a choice these days, and the Rover 75 certainly gives you that. This is no old fogey's car. This Rover actually handles, and is built by BMW, and is British. What more could you ask? New Peugeot 406, you've got to look hard to spot it, but slightly revised at the back. There's definitely a new front, looks more purposeful, and under the bonnet you've got a choice of new direct injection diesels, high technology, cleaner than before, while inside, hey, you got a new dash too. Again, not too different, but works a lot better, quality seems to have been improved. That's about all the changes, but really there didn't need to be that many. It's not a bad car, the 406, not a front runner, but still worthy of putting on your shopping list. As is the Seat Toledo, the latest offering from the VW Group, and yet another vehicle that's based on the Volkswagen Golf. But what's it like inside? Now if you're an Audi A3 driver, this will look all vaguely familiar to you. It's basically the same dashboard, but given a Seat tweak, so there's red lights and the materials aren't quite of such a high quality, but hey, for the money. Plus the fact Seat are giving you a sportier feel. Enjoy yourself is their motto. And I'm sure you can do just that in this car, but what can I do in that over there? This has to be one of the stars of today's show, the new VW Beetle. It's here at last, but it's only in left-hand drive. Now, with me is Volkswagen's very own love bug, Wayne Bruce. Wayne, why is it only available in left-hand drive at the moment?
Right-hand drive is coming end of this year, but demand is such in the other European markets that left-hand drive has been coming first. But we've taken 3,000 deposits from UK punters for the Beetle, and because demand is such that everyone wants it now, we've decided to import 900 left-hand drive cars this year, just to keep those people happy for now.
Okay, so if I want one of these now, how much am I going to have to pay?
A bargain, £15,755 on the road with a 3-year warranty.
And how much is it likely to be when it's in right-hand drive?
It's going to be priced the same as an equivalently engined and specified Golf, so roughly £16,400. As it comes out the bag with a full level of equipment, you get 4 airbags, ABS, aircon, alloys, and a flower vase, of course.
You've sold it to me. Can I have a go?
Oh, go on.
Or give me the keys.
Be good.
You take that.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right, have fun.
Anyone who thought the Germans were staid and boring should take a look at the Beetle's interior. I mean, the detailing's absolutely superb. Right down to the bud vase with today's freshest flowers. The seats are nicely trimmed as well in a fabric with numbers on them. I've counted up to 8 so far, which is almost as many variants Volkswagen has made of the Golf, and of course the Beetle, sad to report, is one of them. Based on a Golf chassis, Golf engines, but the last thing it looks like is your common or garden Golf. However, the Golf is a family car. You can fit the family in the back. The Beetle is not a family car. You can just about squeeze a couple of adults in the back, and if you want to take 4 people's luggage with you, sorry, not in this boot. Bit of a conundrum really, this Beetle. You see, us journalists always try and categorise things, but you just can't do it with the Beetle. You see, it's not a family car, it's not a sports car, and it's flawed in many, many ways. Volkswagen underpinnings, Volkswagen engine, the engine's at the front now, tiny boot, but everybody will want one. I can't explain why, but I want one. It's a purely irrational decision. I'd probably wait for the right-hand drive cars though, rather than take a left-hand drive. So if you've got left-hand drive, it's a bit difficult going through the drive-through McDonald's. You have to go in reverse. Think about that one. Well, from one Volkswagen to another one, believe it or not. Yep, this is a Bentley and Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce motor cars, of course, these days are owned by Volkswagen. But the story is a little bit more confused than that. You see, the name Rolls-Royce is actually owned by BMW, and BMW are licensing the name to Volkswagen to build Rolls-Royces until 2001-2002, which means at that time BMW are going to build Rolls-Royces somewhere else, and Rolls-Royce, which of course is owned by Volkswagen, is going to be building Bentleys at the traditional Rolls-Royce factory in Crewe. Confused? I certainly am. Let's just drive it and see what we think. This is the Bentley Continental SC, and you'll notice I'm speaking in rather hushed tones, because that's what you should do when you're driving a Bentley. It's a very important motor car, makes you feel like a very important person. Couldn't be further from the truth, really. 245,000 of your English pounds for this one. Worth every penny? Well, what can you buy for £245,000? If I had a calculator with me, I could probably work out how many £5,000 Perugia nippers I could get for that money, but I think I'll be clogging up the driveway just a little bit too much. But this really is something very different, something very special. It's British through and through. This is one of the old school Bentleys, so you've got a 6.7 litre engine under the bonnet rather than one of your BMW motors. That's something I'm not able to do every day, drive a Bentley. And it's the worth of a day like this, the SMMT test day. We get to compare and contrast various models and to see just how far cars have come in recent years. Because believe me, they have come a very long way in terms of safety, security, comfort, driver appeal. And it's very difficult for manufacturers like Bentley and Rolls-Royce. There's no surprise that they're going to be taken over by somebody larger, and it's happening all over the world and will continue to happen. Cars become more expensive to develop, so the little fish get swallowed by the big sharks. But at the end of the day, it means that we're going to be able to buy better cars, better equipped cars, hopefully cheaper cars as well. As for this, 245 grand. Let me think, it's a house, a car, my little girl through school.